Hello and welcome to Lesson 31, pages 222 and 223. This is the song titled Bingo in our Level 1 book. And students, Bingo continues to review our new dynamic markings. And our dynamics tell us how loud or how soft to play the piano. So let's do a quick review of those, and then we'll talk about what's happening in the song. So we have first MF, which stands for mezzo forte. I'll write that out here. I don't have the neatest handwriting with my pen here, but do okay. Okay, mezzo forte. All right, so mezzo forte means medium loud. So we don't want to be too loud, because if we're going to play forte, well, then we need to be able to go louder than that. And we do. Right here, we have the dynamic marking forte, which means to play loud. So you don't want to start the song at your loudest, right? Because then you'd have nowhere to go. So we have forte. If we keep looking around our song, this whole section's forte. Oh, here we go. We have MP. This one's new. It's mezzo piano. So it's not so soft that we can't go any softer, right? It's somewhere in between that mezzo forte and regular piano. Here we go. Mezzo piano. So we have mezzo forte, forte, and mezzo piano in our song. Medium loud, loud, and medium soft. Very good. We have a pickup measure that they're calling it an upbeat measure. That's a new one. I'm not sure I've heard it referred to as that. But this beat comes in on beat 4. Remember, beat 1 is right here. So if we work backwards, beat 4 would be the one that we're starting on. So I'll count you in 1, 2, 3, and then you play that G on beat 4. Now let's talk about the notes that we're going to be using in Bingo. It says finger 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the left hand goes on G. And that starts our song. See finger 4 here on G. And then for the right hand, it has finger 1 on C. So I'm going to take finger 1 in the right hand and put it on C. So it looks like our thumbs are sharing C, but the right hand is going to be using C in this song for most of it. At the very end in measure 10 and then in measure 12, we do use the left hand to play C. But we'll keep our right hand thumb on C for now. Okay, so the notes we're going to need are G, A, let's see, do we have any B's? Doesn't look like we play any B's, but we can go ahead and do it for the practice since our finger's there. And then we're going to use C, D, E, and F in the right hand. Okay? We actually don't play any B's in the left hand, but we're still going to do it for our warm-up. So say G, A, B, C, D, E, and F. We're going to do 5 in a row of each of these notes. Okay? Starting with G, make sure to say it out loud. 1, 2, here we go. G, 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 G. Now A with finger 3, make sure. A. Now B, we're not going to need it, but let's practice it. B, 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 B. Now we're moving to C, 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 C. Now we're moving to D, 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 D. Now E, 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 E. And now F, 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 and F. Very good. Alrighty, now that we've got the notes that we need for this song, remember we come in on beat 4. And for practicing the song Bingo, we're actually going to practice this whole song hands separately once we get through the first 4 measures. The first 4 measures is basically all left hand, but there is 2 right hand C's. So let's play through, review our notes for the first 4 measures. Then we're going to practice right hand only for measures 5 through 12, and then left hand only for 5 through 12. Then we'll try putting it together. Okay? And that's what you want to do when you have a lot of hands together in a song. Helps you to understand which fingers move and when. All right, so our first four measures, let's say the notes out loud while we play them. I'm going to see if you can name them while we play. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to name that first note, which is a G. And we're moving at a steady beat, but not worried too much about it because we're just getting used to which fingers should be where. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, G. And let's play the next note. 1, 2, 3, C. And the next one. 1, 2, 3, C. Back to 1, 2, 3, G. And then another G. Let's move to measure 2. First note. 1, 2, 3. Say it. A. Hopefully you got it. And then it's another 1, 2, 3. A. Third note of measure 2. 1, 2, 3. G. And then another G. Let's move to measure 3. 1, 2, 3. C. Another one. C. What's the next note of measure 3? 1, 2, 3. D. Then another D. 1, 2, 3. And then let's hold an E for 2 for measure 4. E for 2. And then back to C. C for 2. Great work. Now let's try those first 4 measures at a steady beat. I'll just say 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. G, C, C, G, G. A, G, G. C, C, D, D. E for 2, and C for 2. Now you can go back and practice that again, trying to play medium loud or mezzo forte for those first 4 measures. But in the meantime, we're now going to move to measure 5 here. So students, we have a left hand part happening. Let's look at measures 5 through 8. And I'll tell you a little secret actually, maybe if you haven't noticed it yet. I guess it's not too much of a secret. The left hand stays the same. It is G only for measures 5 through 8. It never moves. So it's almost like you barely have to think about it because it's the same rhythms always as the right hand. So that means if it was me reading this song, students, what I would do is only look at the right hand notes and how they move and just mimic the same rhythm with the left hand note G. And what mimic means just to copy, to do the same thing, okay? So I would just do the same thing in the left hand using only the note G and focus on which notes are moving in the right hand. But I wanted to show you that when we practice apart hands together, you break it apart first until we get really, really good at reading hands together, right? And we're going to break it apart and do the right hand only, which I know should be super easy for you guys. So I'm just going to count you in, and we're going to do measures 5 through 8, okay? Right hand only, 5 through 8. Here we go. 1, 2, right hand, go. Play E for 2, E for 2, F, F, F for 2, D for 2, D for 2, E, E, E for 2. Great, and now we're going to add the left hand. Remember, it's only G. Let's just do G, left hand only for 5 through 8. Remember, only G. 1, 2, here we go. G for 2, G for 2, G, G, G for 2, G for 2, G for 2, G, G, G for 2. All right, students, now hands together, and we are going to focus on that right hand. The left hand does not move, remember. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. Together, together. Walk, walk, together. For 2. I feel like I can do a better job of the counting for you on that one. So let's try it one more time. 1, 2, here we go. And hold for 2. And hold for 2. And walk, walk, for 2, hold for 2, hold for 2, walk, walk, hold for 2. Excellent, excellent job. And now we're going to do the same thing for the second half of the song here. We're going to play, or the last half, I guess we can say. We're going to play right hand only, so the right hand actually stops in beat 3 of measure 10, and then we'll play left hand only because it starts to move around a little bit more, okay? All right, so right hand only should be super easy, 9 and 10. It's just the notes C and D. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. So C for 2, C for 2, D, D, D. And remember, students, this C is in the bass clef. It's below, if we drew a line all the way through here, it's below that line, so it's going to be the left hand that plays C, okay? All right, now let's do the left hand only for measures 9 through 12. Left hand only starts with a G. Here we go. 1, 2, left hand, go, and G for 2, G for 2, G, 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 C, B, G, A, B, C for 2, C, off. Okay, now we're putting it together, and remember the hands together section, you're doing C in the right hand, but the left hand just stays as G, and then it takes over. Okay? Let's try it together. Right hand on C to start this measure. 1, 2, measure 9, play. And hold for 2, hold for 2, together, together. Hold for 2, walk, off. Very good. Okay, let's go back to the beginning of our song, and now we're going to try to add those dynamics. So mezzo forte for measures 1 through 4, forte for 5 through 8, mezzo piano, medium soft for 9 to the end. Again, you can always come back and try to add those. Okay, remember you can find where you think your mezzo forte is going to be. I think mine might be somewhere like right here so that I can increase the volume for forte. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. A, G, measure 3 now. Hold for 2, hold together. Remember the left hand doesn't move. Hold for 2, hold for 2. Walk, walk, hold for 2, hold for 2, hold for 2, hold for 2. Medium soft. Very nice. Great work, students. Remember to add those dynamics with every pass. You will get better at it, and I will see you on the next song.